Need our first heats behind the block, the 200 freestyle. All right, just about a minute and a half away from getting started here this morning. Day 2 of the 2022 Indy Spring Cup at the IU Natatorium. Glad to have you with us here. Swimmers, look up on the board to the right-hand side. You'll see the @IU Natatorium and the #IU Natatorium. Get your encouraging comments up there, take pictures of each other, shoot some videos, post them out there to social media using those hashtags, and we'll be putting those up on the board later on during our meet over the course of the next 3 days. All right, good luck to all of our swimmers today. Begin our preliminary session. 8 heats of the women's 200 freestyle. Lane 3 for Carmel Swim Club, Faith Gorey. Lane 5 for Tiger Sharks of Texas, Leanna Plants. Junior national cut time in the women's 200 freestyle, 2:04.29. National cut time, 2:01.79. Faith Gorey Carmel Swim Club here, lane 3, turning at the 100 at a time of 1:03.76. Leanna turning 1:05.78 in lane 5. Faith Gorey, 2:12.81. Heat 2. Lane 1 from Sioux Falls Swim Team, Lydia Sodaki. 3 for Carmel Swim Club, Sophia Floyd. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Samantha Muma. 5 for Aquajet Swim Team, Elizabeth Baker. Lane 6 for Carmel, Brooke Cummings. And 7 from Carmel, Olivia McKee. Elizabeth Baker, Aquajets turning here in lane 5. 102.17 out ahead of Samantha Muma of Indiana Swim Club. Lane 4, 103.49. And third, Sophia Floyd at Carmel at 104.00. And Elizabeth Baker with a time, 2:11.66. Heat 3. Heat 3 underway now. Lane 1 from Central Iowa Aquatics, Faith Ventrum. 2 for North Kent Aquatic Team, Addison Forbes. 3 for Aquajets, Avery Ludke. 4 for Ohio State University, Claire Pofel. 5 for Carmel, Kira Cass. 6 for Aquajets, Paige Dillon. 7 for Rochester Swim Club, Julia Ogren. And an 8 for Utica Shelby Club, Rhiannon Russell. Much tighter field here at the 100 with Paige Dillon, Aquajets out front, lane 6 at a 103.01. Had a Claire Pofel, Ohio State University in lane 4, 103.16. And third, Avery Ludke of Aquajets, 103.18. Avery Ludke is going to touch first out of lane 3, 209.14. Heat 4. Lane 1 from Central Iowa Aquatics, Olivia Frantum. Lane 3 from Carmel, Aaron Cummins. 4 for Ohio State University, Mia Rankin. 5 for Central Iowa Aquatics, Olivia Swally. 6 for Elmwood Swim Club, Audrey Olin. 7 from Schrader YMCA, Sydney Gaboy. And an 8 for Peoria Area Water Wizards, Meredith Rigler. Aaron Cummins from Carmel out front, lane 3, turns at the 100, 102.10. Ahead of Audrey Olin from Elmbrook Swim Club in lane 6 at a 102.77. And third at the halfway, Olivia Swally, Central Iowa Aquatics, 103.43. Charging up lane 1, Olivia Frantum, Central Iowa. So they come in here to the finish. Cummins in lane 3, touching first. Well, they tie Cummins and Frantum, 2:08.34. Tying for first in Heat 4. Heat 5. Lane 1 for Carmel Swim Club, Sabrina Ledwith. 3 for Ohio State University, Mia Lachey. 4 for Aquajets, Carly Bixby. 5 for Indiana Swim Club, Catherine Carson. 6 for Ohio State University, Gwyneth Woodbury. 7 for Utica Shelby Swim Club, Claire Leppert. And an 8 for Sioux Falls Swim Team, Gabrielle Arendt. It's going to be Woodbury, lane 6 at the 100. She turns in a time of 101.25. Ahead of Mia Lachey in lane 3, 102.20. And third at the turn, lane 7, Claire Lippert of Utica Shelby Swim Club, 102.79. Want to say hi this morning to our swim fans listening in on the webcast of this 2022 Indy Spring Cup here at the IU Natatorium on the campus of IUPUI in downtown Indianapolis. Gwyneth Woodbury, Ohio State University, reaches for the wall, 2:05:41. Our quickest posting so far, with three more preliminary heats left to go here in our opening event, the women's 200 freestyle. Heat 6. Line up here for Heat 6. Lane 1 for Carmel Swim Club, Lindsay Bowen. 2 for Cardinal Aquatics, Paige McCormick. 3 for Indiana Swim Club, Elizabeth Broshears. 4 for Ohio State University, Amy Fulmer. 5 for Aquajets, Claudia Chang. 6 for Indiana Swim Club, Elise Heiser. 7 for Ohio State University, Allison Fenska. And an 8 for Utica Shelby Swim Club, Molly Warner. Amy Fulmer, Ohio State University, at the 100, 58:49. The split ahead of Lindsay Bowen, Carmel Swim Club in lane 1 at a 1:00:29. And third, Elizabeth Broshear, Indiana Swim Club, lane 3, 1:00:94. You'll be hearing more from Elizabeth Broshears later on in this meet, as she's going to be our national anthem singer at the beginning of tomorrow evening's final session. And she does an amazing job. Amy Fulmer bringing it in here. Fulmer's time, 2:02.90. Quickest posting. 2 more heats left to go. Heat 7. Lane 1 for Cardinal Aquatics, Madison Luther. 2 for Central Iowa Aquatics, Nora Kemp. 3 for Club Wolverine, Catherine Shanley. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Anna Poplowski. 5 for Club Wolverine, Megan Glass. 6 for Wolverine, Abigail Kitschla. 7 for Ohio State University, Liberty Gilbert. And 8 for Ohio State is Meredith Mulring. Poplowski turning at the 100, 59:26. Had a Nora Kemp of Central Iowa Aquatics in lane 2, 1:01:08. And third, lane 6, Abigail Ketzla, Club Wolverine, 1:01.09. Anna Poplawski. 2:01.74. Quickest posting so far with one more heat left to go. Heat 8. Final preliminary heat to be swum this morning in the women's 200 freestyle. Lane 1 for Ohio State University, Maya Geringer. 2 for Cardinal Aquatics, Madison Hall. 3 for Ohio State University, Paige Hall. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Ella Ristic. 5 for Indiana Swim Club, Christina Pagel. 6 for Carmel Swim Club, Alexandra Ward. 7 for Club Wolverine, Claire Newman. And 8 for Club Wolverine is Octavia Lau. Once again, pretty tight field here as they turn at the halfway mark. Ella Ristic, Indiana Swim Club out front. Lane 4 to 1:00.96 ahead of Alexander Ward, Carmel Swim Club in lane 6. 101.08 in third at the turn. Lane 7, Claire Newman from Club Wolverine in a 108.18. Quickest time out of the last heat, 2:01.74 by Poplawski. And Ella Ristic, 2:03.13. Finishes off the preliminaries in the women's 200 freestyle. We'll have 9 preliminary heats coming up in the men's 200 freestyle. Ready to kick that off now with heat 1. Lane 3 for Rochester Swim Club, Aiden Nord. 4 for Schrader YMCA, Liam Funk. And in lane 6 for Carmel Swim Club, William Pugh. Junior national cut time in the men's 200 free, 1:55.29. The national cut, 1:51.29. Liam Funk going to be leading here at the 100 as he turns into 59.65 ahead of Pugh in lane 6, 1:00.58, and Nord Third to turn in lane 3, 102.03. Liam Funk picks up the pace coming down here to the finish. He pulls away from the other two swimmers here in Heat 1 of this preliminaries of the men's 200 freestyle, and Liam Funk puts up a time of a 2:02.94. Heat 2. Lane 2 for Central Iowa Aquatics, Tommaso Cavello. 3 for Carmel Swim Club, Christopher Holmes. 4 for Ohio State University, Owen Conley. 5 for Utica Shelby Swim Club, Harrison Arnold. 6 for Carmel, Quinn Sweeney. 7 for Utica Shelby, Carson Ricker. And an 8 for Peoria Area Water Wizards, Payne Smith. Here are the results of preliminary swims in women's 200 freestyle. Second alternate Olin, first alternate Arendt. In the C final, it's Lippert, Warner, Swelly, Bixby, Ludke, Franum, Cummins, and Pagel. In the B final, Kemp, Hall, Heiser, Gilbert, Luther, Hall. So we got Madison and Page Hall in a B final. We got Newman and Shanley. In the A final, it'll be Woodbury, Lau, Bowen, Ward, Glass, Ristic, Fulmer, and Poplawski. Time now is 9:26. 30-minute scratch rules in effect for event number 3. Owen Conley, Ohio State University, 157.75. Heat 3. Lane 1 for Schroeder YMCA is Aiden Strath. 2 swimming unattached U Indy is Austin Kerr. Lane 3 for Ohio State, Thomas Watkins. 4 for Ohio State, Alfred Hansen. 5 for Ohio State, Christopher Paxton. 6 for Rochester Swim Club, Nicholas Wheeler. 7 for Central Iowa Aquatics, Reed Wallison. 8 for Ohio State University, Daniel Baltz. Austin Kerr out front in lane 2. 56.60 ahead of Alfred Hansen, OSU in lane 4 at a 57.25. And third at the 100, Thomas Watkins, also from OSU. He was a 57.26 after the first 2 lengths of this race. Alfred Hansen, Ohio State University, charging down here in lane 4. Hansen puts up a time, a 156.09. Heat 4. Lane 1 for Cardinal Aquatics, Marilla Satori. Lane 2, swimming unattached Cardinal, Zachary Zishka. Lane 4 for Schroeder is Caden Bjornstad. Lane 5 for Rochester Swim Club, Jaden Edmondson. 6 for Sioux Falls, William Stanton. 7 for Carmel, Nicholas Plowman. 8 for Indiana Swim Club, Gavin White. Satori from Cardinal Aquatics out front here in lane 1 as he turns 54.55. Second place in this heat is Bjornstad in lane 4, 57.30. And Jaden Edmondson turns in lane 5 at a 57.41. Marilla Satori, Cardinal Aquatic, 151.12. Heat 5. Lane 1 for Carmel Swim Club, Leo Hahn. 2 for Carmel, Andrew Robertson. 3 for Indy. Andel Becker. 4 for Ohio State, William Bensberg. 5 for Indiana Swim Club, Logan Graham. 6 for Ohio State, Nathan Hulte. And 7 for Barrington Swim Club, Rylan Ansel. Swimmers that are going to be the top seeds in evening finals can pick out the parade music if you want. Stop by and see me before you leave our preliminary session this morning. I want to get those all squared away. If you don't pick something, I'll pick it for you. Again, top seeds in our events for finals will be able to pick their parade music if you get that squared away before you leave the natatorium from your preliminary session, depending on the day. Nathan Hulte out front in lane 6, 56.78, ahead of Rylan Anselm. Next to him, lane 7, 56.89, and third in lane 4, William Bensberg at a 57.29. Swimmers, be sure and get those social media posts up. Get those posted at IU Natatorium or pound IU Natatorium. And we'll be putting those up on the board later in the meet. Bansberg leading, but coming up fast here. Hulte in lane 6. Touching first, they tie. So 2 ties this morning. Bansberg and Hulte, 155.84. That kind of crazy. 2 ties in a preliminary session like that in the same heat. As we now head into heat 6. Lane 3 for Elmbrook Swim Club, Michael Long. 4 for Schroeder YMCA, Leonardo Gandaria. 5 for Utica Shelby, Devin Dilger. 6 for Carmel, Greg Enoch. 7 for Ohio State, Mario McDonald. And 8 for Ohio State, Brandon Day. Leading at the 100, Greg Enoch, Carmel Swim Club, lane 6, 55.97. Had a Michael Long of Elmbrook in lane 3, 56.29. And third in lane 5, Devin Dilger, Utica Shelby Swim Club, 56.69. Michael Long, Elmbrook over in lane 3. Breathing off to his right, sees the rest of the field. And Long does touch first out of lane 3 in a 156.65. Heat 7. Lane 1 for Schroeder YMCA, Jack Sullivan. 2 for Carmel, Aaron Shackle. 3 swimming unattached, Michigan, Connor Hunt. Lane 4 swimming unattached, Indiana Swim Club, Raphael Marislaw. 5 swimming unattached, Carmel, Griffin Hadley. 6 for Cardinal Aquatic, Leah Suburtsev. 7 for Westerville Aquatic Club, Zachary Stump. And 8 for Peoria Area Water Wizards is Joshua Knoll. Miroslav out front. In lane 4, he's a 53.67 at the turn. Hunt was a 55.10 in lane 3, and third was Stump in lane 7 at a 55.59. Quickest time so far out of heat 4, 151.12, as Rafael touches, and our new quick time of a 150.24. With 2 more preliminary heats left in the men's 200 freestyle. Heat 8. Lane 1 from Sioux Falls Swim Team is Matthew Sorby. 3 for Indiana Swim Club. Jacob Destramp, 4 for Indiana. Brendan Burns, 5 for Ohio State University. John Satterfield. Lane 6 for Club Wolverine. Juan Sarissa. 7 for Wolverine, Christopher Cullen. And 8 for Ohio State University, Michael Cooper. Hundred turn coming up here with Juan Sarisa, Club Wolverine out front in lane 6, 55.56. Second at the 100, Brendan Burns from Indiana Swim Club, lane 4 at a 55.65. And third from Sioux Falls Swim Team in lane 1, Matthew Sorby at a 55.69. Brendan Burns, Indiana Swim Club, lane 4. Half a body length lead over the rest of the field. He touches at a time of 153.50. Heat 9. Lane 1 for Club Wolverine, Ben Sabato. 2 for Ohio State University, Jonathan Edwards. 3 for Cardinal Aquatics, Michael Eastman. 4 swimming unattached, Carmel Jacob Mitchell. 6 for Indiana Swim Club, Michael Cavillo. 7 for Club Wolverine, Hugo Sukakawa. How about that? Hugo Sukakawa. And in lane 8 for Cardinal Aquatics is John Bossler. This is our final preliminary heat to be swum in the men's 200 free. Eastman out front in lane 3, 55.04, ahead of Sabatos in lane 1, 55.13, and third was Michael Jacob in lane 4 to 55.23. Jacob Mitchell, unattached Carmel, bringing it in here in lane 4. Mitchell's time 1:53.42. Going to be 5 preliminary heats up next. The women's 100 breaststroke. Heat 1. Lane 1 for Irish Aquatics, Isabel Melvin. 2 for Carmel Swim Club, Addison Zernecki. 3 for Carmel. Paris Christie, 4 for Carmel. Alyssa Street, 5 for Aquajet Swim Team. Grace Netz, 6 for Carmel. Hannah Conley, and 7 for Sioux Falls Swim Team, Kenzie Heinrich. Alyssa Street, Carmel Swim Club here in lane 4. 1:16.82 to start us off in the preliminaries of the women's 100 breaststroke. Heat 2. Lane 1 for Irish Aquatics, Anika Gunther. 2 for Ohio State University, Aslan Walsh. 3 for Sioux Falls Swim Team, Grace Davis. 4 for Schroeder YMCA, Alina Zappel. 6 for Aquajets, Natalie Hendricks. 7 for Elmbrook, Haley Johnson. And an 8 for Aquajets, Ava Ollingham. Aslan Walsh, Ohio State University in lane 2. Puts up a time of 1:13.29. Heat 3. Lane 1 for Carmel, Molly Sweeney. 2 for Carmel, Vivian Wilson. 3 for Ohio State University, Reese DeHaan. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Mackenzie Luce. 5 for Indiana, Berna Crawford. 6 for Southeastern Swim Club, Kennedy Fisher. 7 for Rochester Swim Club, Ava Gustafson. And 8 for Ohio State University, Mia Rankin. Tight finish there as Mackenzie Luce from Indiana Swim Club touching out her teammate. Luce with a time 2:10.53. Heat 4. Lane 2 for Schroeder YMCA, Victoria Brustowitz. 3 for Carmel, McKenna Lesky. 4 for Ohio State, Hannah Bach. 5 for Indiana Swim Club, Noelle Poplawski. 6 for Elmbrook Swim Club, Ava Goodnow. 7 for Indiana Swim Club, Catherine Graham. And 8 for Peoria Area Water Wizards, Kaylee Dexter. Noelle Poplawski in 5, Hannah Bach in lane 4 as they bring it down here. And first to touch is going to be Poplawski in lane 5, 1:10.45. Final preliminary heat getting set to go. Heat 5. Lane 1 for Central Iowa Aquatics, Willa Hagee. 2 swimming unattached Cardinal, Laura Wright. 3 for Cardinal Aquatics, Adri Kesmet. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Annie Laser. 5 for Ohio State University, Josephine Panett. 6 for Central Iowa Aquatics, Olivia Swally. 7 for Indiana Swim Club, Cabria Chapman. And 8 for Carmel is Lucy Enoch. Annie Laser out front in lane 4. 27-year-old, and she puts it up on the wall in a time of 1:07.58. That finishes off the women. 4 preliminary heats up next in the men's 100 breaststroke. Here we go with heat 1. Lane 2 for Trojan Aquatic, Aiden Sipes. 3 for Central Iowa Aquatics, Mateo Cavillo. 4 for Central Iowa, Klein Brock. 5 swimming unattached, Indy, Colin Taylor. 7 from Carmel, Noah Moreau. Results of preliminary swims here in the men's 200 freestyle. The second alternate this evening will be Aiden Strath. First alternate, Nicholas Wheeler. In the C final, Arnold, Edmondson, Noel, Anselm, Sullivan, Sorby, Enoch, and Long. We have a potential swim off here between Nathan Hulte from Ohio State and his teammate William Brandsburg. The rest of the B final is Eastman, Shackle, Tsukakawa, Stump, Zabatos, Sarisa, and Destramp. The A final in the men's 200 free, Cavillo, Edwards, Burns, Mitchell, Hunt, Cybertsev, Murillo, Satori, and Miroslav, your top seed, and a time of 150.24. Time now is 9:56. 30-minute scratch rule is in effect for event number 4. And we had Klein Brock touching first there in lane 4 at a 109.46 to start us off in the preliminaries of the men's 100 breaststroke. Heat 2. Lane 1 for Southeastern Swim Club, Matthew Truxell. 2 for Ohio State University, Nathan Hulte. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Luke Barr. 5 for Club Wolverine, Jack McCurdy. 6 swimming unattached Cardinal, Joseph Gabarek. 7 for Irish Aquatics, Cullen Flemingen. 8 for Carmel, Michael Gorey. Luke Barr, Indiana Swim Club, in lane 4, 104.11. Heat 3. Lane 1 for Utica Shelby Swim Club, Carson Ricker. 2 swimming unattached, EBSC is Lance Johnson. 3 for Ohio State, Carl Helmuth. 4 for Nassau Wildcat Aquatics is Atay Goldvaden. 5 for Cardinal Aquatics is Luke Shrouds. 6 for Aquajets, Michael Phillips. 7 for Lawrence Swim Team, Tristan Eckert. And 8 for Club Wolverine, Jared Daigle. Junior national cut in the men's 100 breaststroke, 105.89. The national cut time, 103.29. Tate Goldfaden touching in lane 4, 103.14. Fast time so far with one more preliminary heat left to go in this event. Heat 4. Final preliminary heat here in the men's 100 breaststroke. Lane 1 for Westerville Aquatic Club, Cameron Frazier. 2 for Ohio State, Peter Krasinski. 3 for Club Wolverine, Ansel Frace. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Yusuf El Kamish. 5 for Ohio State University, William Regan. Lane 6 for Ohio State, Ian Mikesell. 7 for Central Iowa Aquatics is Finland Nadell. And an 8 for Rochester Swim Club, Sean Bannon. El Kamish, lane 4 for Indiana Swim Club, has the edge on the field as he powers into the wall, puts up a time this morning of 104.25. Here are the results of preliminary swims in the women's 100 breaststroke. Second alternate, Zippel. First alternate, Melvin. In the C final, Haig, Lesky, Street, Johnson, Goodnow, Enoch, Ellingham, and Gustafson. In the B final, Graham, Brustowitz, Swelly, Dehen, Wilson, Chapman, Walsh, and Fisher. And in the A final heat of the women's 100 breaststroke, Sweeney, Wright, Crawford, Bach, Luce, Poplawski, Penitz, and the top seed in the women's 100 breast from Indiana Swim Club, Annie Laser, with a time of 107.58. Time now is 10:01, and a 30-minute scratch rule is in effect for event number 5. Also, if you are a top seed in a final this evening, you want to pick out your parade music, please see me before you head back for your afternoon break. We'll get that all squared away for you. Otherwise, I'll pick a song for you. 7 preliminary heats coming up in the women's 100 butterfly. Here's heat 1. Lane 3 for Carmel Swim Club, Rachel Dawson. 4 for Granite City Aquatics, Kirsten Nelson. 5 for Carmel, Brooke Cummins. And 6 for Lawrence Swim Team, Brielle Vale. Junior national cut time in the women's 100 butterfly, 102.39. The national cut in this event, 100.89. Kirsten Nelson, Granite City Aquatics, touching at a time of 109.00. Heat 2. Lane 3 for Rochester Swim Club, Audra Wagstaff. 4 for Aqua Jets, Claudia Chang. 5 for Peoria Area Water Wizards, Bailey Emmerman. 6 for Ohio State University, Paige Hall. 7 for Boonville Aquatic Dolphins, Hannah Pryor. And 8 for Carmel, Hannah Conley. Preliminary results now in the men's 100 breaststroke. Second alternate, Cavillo. First alternate, Bannon. In the C final, Sipes, Ricker, Fleming, Frazier, Gorey, Brock, Eckert, and Truxell. In the B final, it'll be Krasinski, Daigle, Liddell, Garberick, Hulty, Phillips, Mikesell, and Shrouds. And in the A final of the men's 100 breaststroke, Helmuth, Johnson, Regan, McCurdy, Frace, Elkamish, Barr, and the top seed of the men's 100 breaststroke from Nassau Wildcat Aquatics, Atay Goldfaden, in a time of 103.14. Time now is 10:05, and a 30-minute scratch roll is in effect for event number 6. Touching first here in Heat 2, Paige Hall in lane 6, 107.04. Heat 3. Lane 1 for Aquajet Swim Club, Tessa Moore. 2 for Elmbrook, Paris Fullerton. 3 for Boonville Aquatic Dolphins, Lilia Newkirk. 5 for Tiger Sharks, Leanna Plants. 6 for Carmel, Kira Thomas. And 7 for Tiger Shark, Olivia Madu. Kira Thomas of Carmel, lane 6, with a time of 104.40. Heat 4. Lane 1, swimming unattached Cardinal, Shelby Chris. 2 for Elmbrook Swim Club, Allison Bay. Lane 3 for Schroeder YMCA is Megan Hartlib. 4 for Schroeder is Elena Berlin. 5 for Club Wolverine, Octavia Lau. 6 for Carmel Swim Club, Lindsay Bowen. 7 swimming unattached Aquajets, Julia Bartel. And 8 for Utica Shelby Swim Club, Molly Werner. Octavia from Club Wolverine, lane 5, 103.96. Quickest posting so far, with 3 more preliminary heats left to go in this event. Here's Heat 5. Lane 1 for Carmel, McKenna Lesky. 2 for Ohio State University, Kira Summerstadt. 3 for Club Wolverine, Abigail Ketzler. 4 for Ohio State, Morgan Krause. 5 for Ohio State, Aslan Walsh. Lane 6 for Aqua Jets, Annabelle Wenzel. 7 for Carmel, Aaron Cummins. And 8 for Carmel, Molly Sweeney. Stroke for stroke, into the wall they come, very close with Aslan Walsh from Ohio State touching out her teammate Morgan Krause. Walsh on the wall first, lane 5 in a 1:00.81. Here's heat 6. Lane 3 for Ohio State University, Mackenzie DeWitt. 4 for Club Wolverine, Megan Glass. 5 for Indiana Swim Club, Aslan Holder. 7 for Indiana Swim Club, Sydney Turner. And an 8 for Ohio State University, Nia Funderburg. Another close one here. At the finish, heat 6, and on the wall first is Aslan Holder, Indiana Swim Club, lane 5, 103.43. Heat 7. This is our final preliminary heat here in the women's 100 butterfly. Lane 1 from Elmbrook Swim Club, Audrey Olin. 2 for Ohio State University, Sarah Tuchanek. 3 for Utica Shelby Swim Club, Rhiannon Russell. 4 for Ohio State University, Catherine Zanuck. Lane 5 for Indiana Swim Club, Elizabeth Brochere. 6 for Aqua Jets, Emma Kern. 7 for Aqua Jets, Carly Bixby. And an 8 for Aqua Jets is Elizabeth Baker. Zanuck turns first at the far end, 28.09 out of lane 4. Fastest time turned in so far out of heat 5. Aslan Walsh, Ohio State University, 1:00.81. It's Catherine Zanuck from Ohio State, touching in a 1:00.65. And that's the quickest posting in the women's 100 butterfly. Men's 100 fly up next. There'll be 8 preliminary heats. Heat 1. Lane 3 for Rochester Swim Club, Sean Bannon. 4 for Rochester, Aiden Nord. And in lane 5 for Central Iowa Aquatics, Klein Brock. Klein Brock, 103.68. Heat 2. Lane 2 for Carmel Swim Club, Alexander Russo. Lane 3 for Elmbrook, Michael Long. In 4 for Aqua Jets, Gray Cisco. 5 for Shorter YMCA, Liam Funk. 6 for Irish Aquatics, Colin Fleming. 7 for Carmel Swim Club is William Pugh. Junior National Cut Time in the men's 100 butterfly. The 56.49 in the national cut is a 54.39. Michael Long of Elmbrook puts up a 58.23. Heat 3. Lane 1 for Carmel Swim Club, Graham Seaver. 2 for Sioux Falls, Matthew Sorby. 3 swimming unattached, Indy, Austin Kerr. 4 for Elmbrook, Stuart Seymour. 5 for Carmel, Leo Hahn. 6 for Utica Shelby, Devin Dilger. 7 for Carmel Swim Club, Greg Enoch. And then 7 for Westerville Aquatic Club, Zachary Stump. Stuart Seymour from Elmbrook. Lane 4 leads him in. His time, 56.27. Heat 4. Lane 1 swimming unattached, Indy, Bart Swiderski. 2 for Carmel, Andrew Shackle. 3 for Carmel, Rakito Awasi. 4 for Central Iowa Aquatics, Finland Adele. 6 for Carmel is Quinn Sweeney. 7 for Cardinal Community, Nicholas Suffianitis. And an 8 for Club Wolverine, Jarrett Daigle. Preliminary results now with the women's 100 butterfly. Second alternate, Moore, first alternate Cummins. In the C final, Hall, Lesky, Turner, Berlin, Bay, Bowen, Bartel, and Sweeney. In the B final, Olin, Thomas, Russell, Glass, Lau, Turchanek, Wenzel, and DeWitt. And in the A final of the women's 100 fly, will be Bixby, Rochers, Holder, Summerstad, Ketzla, Kern, Walsh in the top seed from Ohio State, Catherine Zenick, her time 1:00:65. Time now is 10:20, and a 30-minute scratch roll is in effect for event number 7. Just finishing up there with heat 4, Daigle touching first out of lane 8 in a 56:03. Ready now for heat 5. Lane 1 for Boonville Aquatic Dolphins, Luke Pryor. 2 for Carmel, Nicholas Plum. 3 for Ohio State University, Timothy Kalin. 4 for Westerville Aquatic, Benjamin Coverdale. 5 for Carmel, Carson Zotak. 6 for Rochester Swim Club is Thompson Perletti. 7 for Carmel, James Porterfield. And 8 for Indy, Aquil Joseph. Keel Joseph, Indy out of lane 8, 58.97. Heat 6. Lane 3 for Cardinal Aquatic, Owen Taylor. 4 for Club Wolverine, Bence Sabatos. 5 for Indiana Swim Club, Gavin White. 6 for Indiana, Jack Franzman. 7 for Carmel, Christopher Holmes. And 8 for Carmel, Emil Hay. Then Sabatos, Club Wolverine, coming down here in lane 4. One more stroke to go. He's on the wall in a 55.09. Heat 7. Lane 1 for Rochester Swim Club, Nicholas Wheeler. 2 for Peoria Area Water Wizards, Joshua Knoll. 3 for Carmel, Aaron Shackle. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Finley Brooks. 5 for McKendree University, Jackson Lustig. 6 swimming unattached, Carmel, Griffin Hadley. 7 swimming unattached, SSTY, Emilio Perez. And 8 for Ohio State University, Jack Burrows. Finley Brooks of Indiana Swim Club here in lane 4. Brooks with a time of 55.72. Final preliminary heat of the men's 100 butterfly getting set to go. Heat 8. Lane 1 for Club Wolverine, Juan Sarisa. 2 for Irish Aquatics, Samuel Sierra. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Van Matthias. 5 swimming unattached, Indy, Cale York. 7 for Irish Aquatics, Gage Hennewick. 7 for Ohio State University, Christopher Paxton. And 8 for Carmel Swim Club, Andrew Robertson. Van Matthias of Indiana Swim Club with our quickest time in the preliminaries of the men's 100 fly at a 52.90. Going to be rolling into 4 preliminary heats. The women's 400 IM. The 4 heats for the women, 4 heats for the men, then 400 IM. Heat 1. Lane 3, representing Sioux Falls Swim Team, Grace Davis. 4 for Rochester Swim Club, Ava Gustafson. Lane 5 for Carmel, Sabrina Ledwith. Junior national cut time in the women's 400 IM, a 4:57.29. The national cut, 4:53.19. Into the backstroke leg here, and Sabrina led with Carmel Swim Club out front, 2:31.91. Ava Gustafson makes the turn, second in lane 4, 2:38.08. And Grace Davis now turns in lane 3, 2:45.57 as they head into the breaststroke. Here, results of preliminary swims in the men's 100 butterfly. Second alternate for tonight, Holmes. First alternate, Wheeler. In the C final, Robertson, Seaver, Dilger, Long, Enoch, Sorby, Knoll, and Hahn. In the B final, Sierra, Perez, Burrows, Swiderski, Taylor, Sophionitis, Lustig, and Shackle. A final of the men's 100 butterfly, Seymour, Paxton, Daigle, Franzman, Brooks, Yorkie, Zabatos on the top seed in the men's 100 fly from Indiana Swim Club, Van Mathias, time of 52.90. Time now is 10:31. 30-minute scratch rule is in effect for event number 8. Sabrina led with Carmel Swim Club still out front as she's getting ready to finish up her 400 IM swim here in lane 5 with a time of 5:19.00. Heat 2. Lane 1 for Aquajet Swim team, Grace Nets. 2 for Central Iowa Aquatics, Faith Frantum. 3 for Central Iowa, Nora Kemp. 4 for Elmwood Swim Club, Haley Johnson. 5 for Aquajets, Ava Allingham. And 7 for Irish Aquatics, Anika Gunther. 200-meter mark here in heat 2 of the 400 IM preliminaries, and Nora Kemp out front in lane 3, 2:28.45. Had a Haley Johnson in lane 4 at a 2:31.57. And third in lane 5, Ava Allingham of Aqua Jets at a 2:34.08. Haley Johnson, Elmbrook, builds up a nice lead now in lane 4. The end of the breaststroke heading into freestyle. She turns in a 3:58.28. Allingham second in lane 5, 4:02.29. And Nora Kemp third in lane 3. Turns at the end of her breaststroke leg at a 4:06.37. Haley Johnson, Elmbrook comes in lane 4 to finish off her swim 5:11.68. Heat 3. Lane 1 for Peoria Area Water Wizards, Kaylee Dexter. 2 for Carmel, Alexander Ward. 3 for Carmel, Alyssa Street. 4 for Ohio State University, Kira Summerstad. 5 for Cardinal, Paige McCormick. 6 for Indiana Swim Club, Catherine Minnick. 7 for Utica Shelby, Molly Warner. And 8 for Carmel Swim Club, Lucy Enoch. The end of the backstroke. Kira Summerstead leading the way. Ohio State lane 4, 224.65. Second out of lane 6, Catherine Minnick, Indiana Swim Club, 225.27. And third, Alyssa Street from Carmel, lane 3, at a 226.43. Summerstead at the end of the breaststroke there. She turns into 351.65. Ahead of McCormick in lane 5, 353.93. And third, Catherine Minnick, Indiana Swim Club, 354.05. And Kira Summerstead, 500.79. Our final preliminary heat now, the women's 400 IM. Heat 4. Lane 1 for Ohio State University, Sarah Truchanek. 2 for Schroeder YMCA, Lillian Zippel. 3 for Carmel, Kira Kask. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Mackenzie Luce. 5 for Central Iowa Aquatics, Olivia Swelly. 6 for Ohio State University, Josephine Penitz. 7 for Central Iowa Aquatics, Olivia Frantrum. And in lane 8 for Ohio State University, Reese DeHaan. Mackenzie loose into the breaststroke now as she turned at the end of backstroke 2:23.15. Mackenzie turns after the breaststroke 3:54.54. Second position now after the breaststroke, Olivia Swelly, Central Iowa Aquatics. She turns 3:51.93. Josephine Panitz is third, Ohio State University, lane 6. She turns in a 3:54.25. And Mackenzie finishes off her swim at a 4:53.74. Fastest posting in the preliminaries of the women's 400 IM. Four preliminary heats now in the men's 400 IM. Heat 1. Lane 3 for Sioux Falls swim team, William Stanton. Lane 4 for Utica Shelby Swim Club, Carson Ricker. Lane 5 for Carmel, Landon Holmes. Junior national cut in the men's 400 IM, a 4:33.09. National cut time is a 4:26.89. Landon Holmes Carmel Swim Club, 455.20. Heat 2. Lane 1 for Ohio State University, Carl Helmuth. 2 swimming unattached. Swimming unattached EBSC is Lance Johnson. 3 for Carmel Swim Club, Carson Zotak. 4 for Westerville Aquatic, Cameron Frazier. 5 for Aquajets, Adam McFall. 6 for Rochester Swim Club, Thomas Parlett. 7 swimming unattached Cardinal, Zachary Zishka. And 8 for Carmel Swim Club, Michael Gorey. Here are the results of preliminary swims. Women's 400 IM in the C final. Davis, Gunther, Dexter, Netz, Gustafson, Ledwith, and Frandom. That's Olivia Frandom. In the B final, Faith Frandom, Kemp, Kask, Allingham, Zippel, Deheen, Johnson, and Enoch. And in the A final of the women's 400 IM, Warner, Swally, Minnick, Street, Panitz, McCormick, Summerstad, and the top seed in the women's 400 IM from Indiana Swim Club, Mackenzie Luce. Her swim this morning of a 4:53.74. And the time now is 10:58. 30-minute scratch rule in effect for event number 9. Lance Johnson out front after the end of the backstroke, 2:11.22. Lance Johnson unattached Elmbrook at the end of breaststroke, 3:29.60 as he's out front. Helmuth second in lane 1, 3:36.37, and third in lane 5, Adam McFall. He's into the freestyle now. He turned in a 3:40.35. Lance Johnson brings it in. Lane 2, Johnson with the time of 4:35.50. Heat 3. Lane 1 for Indiana Swim Club, Mason Carlton. 2 for Cardinal Aquatics, John Bossler. 3 for Club Wolverine, Ansel Frace. 4 for Ohio State University, Nathan Holtze. 5 for Ohio State, William Bensberg. 6 for Indiana Swim Club, Lucas Pinte. 7 for Indiana Swim Club, Jackson Carlisle. And 8 for Carmel is Emil Haig. Wrapping up the breaststroke, or the backstroke leg here, rather. Ansel Frace out front in lane 3. 2:13.50 ahead of Nathan Holtze. Lane 4, turning it at 2:14.27. And third, Jackson Carlisle of Indiana Swim Club, lane 7, 2:14.28. On the charge and closing the gap on Holtze, William Bansberg. You got Frace out front, lane 3, 3:28.04. Nathan Holtze second in lane 4. Final freestyle turn coming up here. And out in front, Ansel Frace still over Nathan Holtze. as they're sprinting down to the finish to close out Heat 3. In the preliminaries of the men's 400 IM. Into the wall they come, and Frace touching out. Hulty Frace with a time of 4:29.93. 1/100th of a second separating first and second in that Heat 3. Heat 4. Lane 1 for Carmel Swim Club, Connor Lathrop. 2 for Ohio State University, William Regan. 3 for Ohio State, Connor Cooper. 4 swimming unattached, Michigan, Connor Hunt. 5 for Ohio State, Owen Conley. 6 for Ohio State, Jonathan Edwards. And lane 8 for Central Iowa Aquatics is Reed Wallace. Our final preliminary heat here in the men's 400 IM. Connor Hunt setting up at the end of the backstroke to make his turn. At the halfway mark, 2:09.38 ahead of Jonathan Edwards in lane 6. 2:11.96 in third. Michael Cooper in lane 3. He turns to the 2:14.08. Connor Hunt at the end of the breaststroke, turning at a 3:25.83. Edwards second in lane 6, 3:31.60. Cooper turning third in lane 3, 3:32.09. Connor Hunt coming down here, teammates all excited. He's shooting for a time. Let's see if he gets it by the reaction. 4:24.98 for Connor Hunt. All right, everybody in on the wall now. That closes out our preliminary session here for today. The natatorium will remain open for one more hour, and then we'll be closing it down till warm-ups beginning at 4 o'clock. And our finals competition will be